Pop out with some lessons for a lifetime. We finna sit down and talk about the times. Keeping it 100 for the one time. For our generation, talking all the time. For the sea, yeah, yeah. For the sea, yeah, yeah. For the sea, yeah, yeah. For the sea, pop out with the Z.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on live this Thursday afternoon and just remind you that I have something that I wanted to share, something real quick. You probably can see it in the title. But before I do that, I just want to remind you, you can follow me on Instagram at youth_mentor101, where you can find the link tree that will lead you to the podcast. And of course, this social media is where you'll also find For the Z, which happens every Wednesday at 3 p.m. This week, I had the privilege and the honor to have Sister Mwenya from the General Conference be my co host. Next week, I have a young entrepreneur who is Generation Z who's going to come on and talk. On the podcast, I had Pastor Donovan Washington, who is the youth director for South Atlantic Conference. So check that out. You can check it out by checking my Instagram and the link tree that I posted right here. So just want you guys to do that. If you are on Facebook, you'll see a little section that says get notified whenever Eric goes live. Hit that button so it goes green so you can be notified. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're always notified, so you can always be up to date what we're doing here. So what I want to just say real quick is, man, this has been a topic that is trending among all generations, and a lot of generations are loving it or hating it. Here's my 2 cents that I want you guys to pay attention to. When I was talking to some young people about this issue, and it's probably going to come on the radio soon, I realized something. Even when we give good advice and we see something for what it is, and we are correct, if we have not established a relationship with our young people and showed that we care about them, even when we give good advice, they're not going to listen. So, what I want to implore youth leaders and leaders in general is to remember that your your role is not found in being bestowed a title. Your role is in influence. And how do you establish influence? Influence is established in the relationship model. So if you do not have a relationship with your young people and then expect them to take your advice, even if it's good advice, it's going to fall on deaf ears. You see, I mean, this music video, this music is it's something that should be completely accepted as something that we should not pay attention to, we should not focus on. We should see this as completely worldly, and this is something that's introduced because God is not in it, and all of those things. And I, I completely agree with that. But here's the thing: when we mention it to our young people but have no relationship with it, it just becomes information and it becomes intimidation if there's no relationship. So, what I'm imploring all of you uh, who are speaking out against things like these and all that stuff is when you're telling somebody about it and you're saying your opinion and how you disagree with it and all that stuff, please tell it to people that you have relationships with. And if you don't have a relationship with that young person, establish one before you knock what they're doing. Because what they're doing could be harmful, what they're doing could not be good for them. But man, if you don't have a relationship, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen. And that is why these people of the world, they're getting the attention of our young people. I mean, one young person just told me the other day is that they're looking to the church. They're begging the church. They're begging their community to be their mentors, to care for them, to see what they're going through, what they're struggling through, and care about them. But then they don't get it. So when that happens, they turn to social media. They turn to celebrities. They turn to things that are popular and go after it because they're not getting it. Maybe not in the home, or at least not in the church or in the community. So, young leaders out there, provide that intentional relationship so that when things like this happen and you want to speak your opinion and say that what you just heard on the radio or what you just saw on YouTube is uh, something that young people should enjoy or apply or celebrate, man, it would be helpful if they would actually listen to your opinion because they say, hey, I'm going to value it because you have established a relationship with me and you have shown that you care. But if you've been nitpicking on them, on the little things over and over and over again, saying that they shouldn't have their hair like this, they shouldn't dress like this, they shouldn't act like this, they shouldn't talk like this, and not even shown how much you care for them, you haven't supported them. Man, when you bring up this music video and tell them they shouldn't sing the lyrics, they shouldn't pay attention to it, guess what? They're not going to listen to you. They already shut you down. So let's make our opinion count. Let's make it a matter to our young people by showing we care. All right, that's what I wanted to say. So, God bless. See you next time.